It's been a wild opening weekend to this point. Who knows what is in store tonight? As off we go for the Sunday night opener. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. First carry for King Henry. To the 45. Still going. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Butker's extra point is good. And the Bills have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's going to be marked out up around the 33. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a big one for the Ravens. 38 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. They'll send a tight end in motion. 2nd down. Nix. And he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession. And they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First down, they'll start the drive with Henry. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They go right back to Henry. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Knocks in, will bring it back. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over.
26-yard line.
McConkey in motion. Play action now. It's Nix. He's going to let this one go deep. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The score, Ravens 14, Bills 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
They'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked up by Cordell Flott. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
No run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Baltimore.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. To the goal line and in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Ravens. And make it 3 in the first. He has thrown 3 first-quarter touchdowns. An incredible start to this one.
It really is incredible, Mike, and I'm not sure really what word there is better to describe it. This is just truly a special performance we're seeing today. And I'll tell you what, I'm excited what the next 3 quarters have in store.
Bills 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, really would. I should probably stop their head, boy.
On first and 10, here's May. Quick one to Smith-Njigba. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On what I love. Ooh, baby, and dangerous. You're probably just not the same.
So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. It's the Ravens out front. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this.
Hey, let's go, baby. Straight forward. That's the key. That's the key.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
May to throw on second down. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Bills first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
The 24-yard line as they come up for third down. Working out of the gun, it's May. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Turnover on down.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on fourth down.
Field throw complete to Chuba Hubbard. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 18 yards, and a great way to start the drive. It's a first down. McConkey in motion. They'll run it here with Hubbard. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he will score. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Bills 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he will dive into the end zone. 92 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bills are able to edge a bit closer. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Hicks now to throw it here on first down. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll air it out down the middle. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
So, Mike, you find yourself in some of these inclement weather games, whether it's rain or snow, really the challenge falls on the defensive side. They're usually more in a reactionary position where they got to change directions and they got to react to the plays and the movement of the offense. So what you want to do in these bad games is keep the ball underneath, tackle well in space, and say, okay, offense, snap that slippery ball one more time, throw it one more time. Just make them go the long way. Don't get them off the hook by giving them a one-play score.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's the option, running right, and he pitches it. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Taking down at the 41. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Nix to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
There's a ton of time left in this game. They don't need to feel like this is desperation mode, but they do feel the urgency to get stops, and that sack's going to go a long way to getting them off the field here. Continue to come away giving up no points. Give the ball back to your offense and see if they can start chipping away.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Ravens bring their punt team out. This fielded in the end zone. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. To throw on first down is May. That's taken in by Horton. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Bills first down.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
And that should have been a big one. There's no excuse to drop a ball like that. A sure-handed receiver that's this good. I'm not sure if he just didn't track it. I'm not sure if he lost sight of it for a split second. But you get open downfield at this level, that's got to be a big play.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throw again is made. Under pressure, and there he goes. They got him. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
On second down, it's May. That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. John Mechie was the intended target, and it's going to lead to fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Nick snap on first and 10. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And they're into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. On first down, here's Nix to throw. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got it at the 7. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. To throw is Nix. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Ravens.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Bills 14.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. He'll stop in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. they do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up and up the plyometric. Ran up by the luxury, so up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They know it's full of the
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. A short one taken at the 10. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. That is caught outright on the RPO. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down. They'll throw. It's Nix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. First carry for Ramondre Stevenson. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On the ground, this is Hubbard. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. Brings up second down.
Throwing is Nix. High-headed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Nix gonna throw for it. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he's gonna have a Ravens first down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
And the Ravens first down.
It's a zone read given to Hubbard. And he'll take this one in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Here we go, throw. Good. Hey, wait, back up. Motion.
He takes off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Buffalo.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Moving to his right. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll get it inside the 20. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Bills first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. You just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On to the 4th quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. Making guys miss, and he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Bills. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, right?
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the Hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
There's a handoff to Hubbard. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Over set. Hey. Go.
Back to throw is Nix. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Crazy. I hear you throw. Hey, what's up?
Out of the gun, here's May. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll spread the formation here. See what the call is on 3rd and inches. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch. Like, I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense. This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Buffalo.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, tackle move.
Throwing is May. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. On the move past the 40. And he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Shanahan. Away. Captain.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Off throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Now Hubbard, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
5 yards picked up on the play. And it's third down.
They'll go again with Hubbard. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Only need a yard, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Nix. That's caught. Left side, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on fourth down. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Second down and 8.
At the 16-yard line. Brings up second down.
They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On third down, here's Hubbard. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.